Hello, 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 hello. Oh, do we have sound? Hello. Annie, please give me some good news. Tell me you can hear me. Ah, fantastic. Okay, superb. Right, we're back. No idea what was going on there today. Um, but yeah, so just look, gold. Look, we this can go now because the market has kind of had a change in structure. We've seen a little move here. It I think if you look at anything right now, you've just got to be looking at longs up into around 87, um, and hope that the market pushes into here. And then if we get above 87, we're talking above 91, we're looking superb opportunities for upside. So right now, obviously, we've got the news coming in. What is it? In 22 minutes. We've got the open of COMEX coming as well. So it's not exactly an ideal time to be placing orders on gold right now, but if you are, it's definitely longs above here, and target 87. Um, that's where I'd be looking, guys. Targeting 87. Um, if you're gonna take anything on right now, um, it kind of makes logical sense to do that. Um, but I wouldn't be looking for anything else. Anyone in the long, did anyone take the long? You know I'm done for today anyway, guys, but did anyone take the long? Has anyone taken any other additional trades today? Um, so look, let's look at the daily chart. What are we seeing? Now, we know major news in what, 20 minutes. Looking at the daily chart now, we came into this little zone that we made a remark about earlier this morning on the live stream. Now, we were $69 down on the day and we're now positive. So I really wouldn't want to be looking at shorts now. I'd want to shorts with that's how quickly the charts change. This morning when we did our analysis and looked for opportunities, we were saying bias equals shorts. Now on where we currently stand right now, I'd say my bias is for long setups over the short term until we come into this range here. So anywhere back into this area where we had that strong move lower, that's where I'd be saying, right, that's where we want to focus on looking for short trades. Um, because ultimately the daily structure, if we look at it, we've got, if you refer to it as old technical charting, it's a double top, right? You got a low here, the market's created a high, it's come down, created a low, failed at the same high again. Oh, what's good? Oh, I'm having some tech issues today, guys. Please tell me I've got my mouse has just gone. Okay. Um, Let me see what batteries this is. Right, bear with me. I just need to go and get mouse. Uh, Batteries. Fingers crossed. Ah, there we go. We're back. Okay. Hello. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Great timing, of course. You never know when the battery's going to die on your mouse, and typical, it went um, right there and then. Um, So yeah, I think right now, anyone that's looking at trading anything, I think obviously we've got the news coming up, but I'd be focusing more on the on the longs. Um, Definitely, we're looking at long above 31.90, 150. Hey Vic, how you doing? Um, what's the crack here? Let's have a look at the hourly. Yeah, I think we can see more upside. 87, 88. And I think while we remain below 87, 88, then we can start looking for potential shorts. Um, I know some people might have got caught out with looking at this one here, maybe even this one here as a BPC. I'd probably want to see the rate at which this has sort of moved higher. I'd probably want to see some kind of change in structure to get short. So if you look, resistance here, we keep popping through, resistance here, pop through. So to look for shorts again, even though it's the lower time frame, I'd want to see this low get broken. So we've seen the market creating higher highs and higher lows on this time frame. So wait for it to pop through, create a new low, then we'll wait for resistance to form and then we just sell it. Okay, so just being super uh, disciplined in how we're looking for setups because ultimately, right, we did our hard work this morning. We got the trades that we needed, and took the money out of the market. That was the main thing. Okay, so now we sit tight, let the news come out in what 17 minutes, and then hopefully it gives us an opportunity to take advantage of. If not, it doesn't matter, guys. We've had around 80 pips out of the market this morning, a 30 and a 50. So it's been a superb day for all our members this morning. Now it's just time to sit on our hands and wait for the perfect opportunity. Any questions coming in? No, it's pretty quiet out there today. Yeah, DAX isn't moving a lot. It's just kind of this morning, members took a short in here. They hit T1, then it reversed and stopped them out for break even, and then came back down to like fill the wick that we spoke about. And then since then, we've kind of like pushed up a little bit higher. But I think from tomorrow, you can start looking for long opportunities again. Um, Ideally, you want to see longs above here. So buy above 23,651. We'll set an alert. I'm not too fussed about the shorts actually. Let's have a look at the alerts. In fact, let's just delete all inactive. That can go. Um, that can go as well. So DAX message. So we're going to look for uh, breakout long in direction of trend. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. And then if we just come over to our text, we go into our favorites, we go breakout long, drop that on there. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we want to see. So we set our alert here. Now we don't need to look at this chart again. Okay, we don't need to look at it again. Um, Probably until either the high breaks or we'll look at it tomorrow. Gold. Mm, I think if we're going to look for trades, let's set alerts at 31.88. So it's where we want to see a rejection predominantly, or it just busts straight through these areas. Oops, wrong one. Gold message uh, potential sells. I'll just put BPC. here. We're gonna go. Let's stick another alert here. So this is gonna be for the long message breakout long. Okay, that looks good. So what happens here? Obviously, there's going to be data dependent right now. What happens on the gold market? Will we see this market sell off? Will we see it spike into this area? I think no matter what happens, we could look. Data's been a bit iffy recently from the US, so maybe we see more, let's say, not so good data that would see gold spike initially. And then the question is, what on bad data, will that give traders confidence to be buying indexes on the basis that we might see rate cuts, etc. And if we do, then we probably see more um, selling of gold in the basis that your risk appetite, even though it's going to be a weaker dollar, you might see the risk appetite. So people transferring safe haven assets such as gold or Japanese yen and moving that cash into risk assets such as the global indexes. So I think that's something to watch out for and see how uh, the correlation between the two markets plays out on the back of the data. Now we can guesstimate all we like on what's going to happen, how it'll happen and play out, but the only way we can do that is just wait for clarity. So clarity here, guys. Shorts going to be changing structure if we get a break below 31.75. Longs if we get a break above 31.92. So that's what I'm short below 31.75. Does that make sense, guys? Everyone happy with that? Any questions? Mm, uh, Peter just got your message. I'll look to hook that up later tonight um, when I've got a little bit of free time, buddy. Uh, so I'll keep you posted on that one, buddy. Can you put the DAX analysis, please? Yeah, sure. Let's have a look. Right, let's get rid of that. That can go now. Um, um, okay, so this is what we're gonna look for. So breakout short can go. That's what we were originally looking at. Uh, how many of you? I'd wait for this candle to close personally right now, because either wait for this candle to close. No, I'd wait for that candle to close because if we get above what 23,650, it's going to move 150. That means you're going to be 210 pips up for the day. Do I really want to be taking longs as we're 210, 230 pips up on the day? Yes, it can move 300, but you're talking you're at the back end of um, how far it can move. So my my preference here would be to just sort of sit on the sidelines um, and wait for it to do that. Let me just. Uh, did anyone take the gold long? If you did, well done, guys, because it looks like it's moving quite well. I'd said 87 as targets. Um, if so, you want to be coming out somewhere around there. Yeah, definitely no higher than 87. Looking at the broker data, yeah, no trades for me since. Let's have a look. I just pull up the chart so you can see. Control, where is it? Yes, took it long, 0.4% and out at break even. Awesome. Well done, buddy. Nice trade. Nice trade. Um, yeah, so on the copy account today, you'll see. Oh no, I'm on the wrong screen. There you go. That's the only trade for today. So as we said this morning, candle closed below support. That's the red line. Candle wicks up, came down. There's your 30 pips. That was me done on the copy. And then the next one we took, which wasn't on the copy, was this one here for 50 pips. Now, if you look, this one actually moved 118 pips. So depending what your trade management rules were, uh, will be dependent on what you came out with that one. But yeah, ended up with a fantastic morning. So well done to all those that actually joined me with those two trades. Uh, Now we're sitting on the sideline. We've got 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes to see what this is gonna do. What are we thinking on the news, guys? Is it gonna be positive news? Is it negative news? What are we thinking? Are we gonna see gold spike? What do you think is gonna happen? One thing we do know is that the spreads are gonna go wacky. Let's have a look at the countdown. Where are we? 5 minutes, 11 seconds. So if you are in any trades right now, best thing you can be doing is getting yourself covered, meaning either break even, reducing risk, taking some profits off the table. Get yourself in a position where whatever the outcome of the news is not going to cause you a major hindrance on your trade, okay? Um, yeah, so sorry, Anna, I came off the DAX because obviously gold was moving a bit, and I know there was a couple of people that took the longs. Did you get all the information you needed from the DAX, or do you need me to go back to the DAX? Yeah, DAX, you got it perfect. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes left. Um, for me, this is where the move's gonna come. I think we'll spike up into this area, and then whatever happens next happens next. So I think we're going to see a spike initially, and then I'm kind of thinking we're going to sell off. But I definitely think we'll see a spike first. That's just a gut feeling on what I'm seeing. The question is the spike going to go and then keep going, or is it going to spike and then sell off? So I don't think it'll drop on the open, but if it does, it does. Um, if it does, fantastic. We can start looking for potential sells underneath our support level. Oh, I've not got any music on. I knew there was something missing. There we go. It just gets a little bit quiet in here when there's nothing, no music. How long we got? 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Do we have any news traders in here? Is there anyone that's just like, is there anyone that takes a punt on the news? Is there anyone that puts like a buy above here and a sell below here? Is there anyone that does that? I see people online do it. I see people on YouTube do it, and I'm like, why would you do that? But I just, I just see people get caught in the most horrible positions doing that. Huge gaps, big slippage. You might place an order here and get executed up here, and then it drops back down, and then you get triggered down here at the wrong price. It's just not a nice position to be in. What we got? 1 minute 24 seconds. Right, who's in that's been quiet? Is there anyone that I can't that hasn't said hello yet? There is. There's quite a few. So obviously we've got Lola, we've got Peter Armand, we've got Anna, we've got Andrew. Who's sitting here being quiet and not introducing themselves? If you're new to the channel, just give me a wave and just let me know where you're logging in from. Are you UK, are you abroad, where you registering from? Peter Cole, I should have realised you'd be here. You'll be snowed under and just probably have it on in the background. So thanks, Peter Cole, for dropping in. Anna, you no, you're never quiet and you're never not here. Always, always on a mission to succeed. Love it. Mr. Stafford from China. Are you on work over there, mate? Is it work or holiday? How's China? I've never been. Oh, the news is out. And there we go. There's this little initial push up that we thought, but will it go higher? Let's see what the news was. It's still saying pending on my side. See if I get any tweets coming through. Still saying pending. Core PPI month on month. Yeah, bad news. Big miss. Forecast 0.3 and it's coming at minus 0.4. Core retail sales forecast at 0.3, coming at 0.1. PPI month on month forecast at 0.2, it's coming at minus 0.5. Retail sales month on month is a beat, only just though. Forecast is flat and it's coming at zero point 0.1, and unemployment claims is coming as expected. So I would say that's pretty shite news across the board. Now, this is where I think bad news can be a positive for stocks. So this is obviously it'll give Powell and the Fed more reason to start looking at cutting rates. So I think looking at this on the hourly, I think if you want to take a NASDAQ trade, looking for buys above here, why would we do that, guys? Tell me why we think we would look for buys above here. Now, just remember, guys, I've hit my quota. I'm already done. I've hit my target for the day. But why would we look at something like, let's say that? All right, if you are doing it, it's buys above here, guys. If you're taking it, you literally, and just so you can see, I'm not taking it. As I mentioned, if all my members are in here, or some of them, you will know from this morning that I told you I've hit my quota. So look, this is where you'd be buying literally now. Let me know if you take it and you're 21,242. So that'd be where 21. That's 21,243. So that's where I'd be moving my stops to break even. Who's in this trade, guys? Let me know if you're in this trade. The trader, Terry, is in the trade. Gandav, not missing this one, are you, mate? In the trade. Lovely. Okay, break even, guys. Anna, did you take it? Just out of curiosity. 43. So in 2 pips, we're hitting target. There you go. That should be TP1 hit now, guys. Lovely, Peter Cole. So 48. Let's move this now to 68. There's TP2. And let's just drop in where our break even is. Okay, 48. So we're 23. Like I said, guys, I feel that the bad news for the dollar is only going to be positive for stocks on rate cuts, but we'll see. Nice easy 20 pips there, guys. Nice easy 20 pips. I knew you wouldn't resist, Anna. Missed it. Ah, Mr. Almond. Yeah, no, well, I didn't take it anyway, but it was a nice little setup. I don't think you can get a chance to take it again on the hourly. I think it's just going to be too big. Mm, yeah, couldn't move. Come on, this is where you need to be Goldfinger, right? Need those quick trigger fingers. So, in fact, the tweets are coming through now. They're calling it a huge miss. Calling it a huge miss there, guys. So, I think, well, let's see what happens, but I think we're going to see a very strong day on the indexes today. 20. Oh, we're nearly back at entry. There you go. Probably break even now. Yeah. So well done. But let's have a look what's going on with gold. Let's go back to the main chart. So well done, guys. You've got your TP ones there. Uh, I I don't think you're. I think the tra I think the yeah. I'd leave it now. Why does this damn phone keep dying so quickly? Oh, sorry, pal. You okay? Sorry, I just my chair ran over my dog's ear. If you heard the yelp in the background. Sorry, pal. He sits under my feet the whole time. All right, let's have a look at gold. I want it to push a bit higher, to be fair. Do we have any new traders to uh, do you have any new traders, people that haven't traded before? Be interesting to know if you're a new trader or if you're just uh, a trader that has been trading on demo or live for a period of time, but with limited success? Let me know, guys. I know there's quite a few members in here right now. And they're just milking the markets today. And long may you do so. So, uh, so, so Darren, tell me about China while you're there. Whereabouts is it? Whereabouts are you? And tell me a little bit about it. I've heard some amazing things. Are you doing the Great Wall? Hmm. Now, now this is going to be an odd one, guys. But what are we down for the day at the minute? 93, 48, 130. So buys above yesterday's high, I think, is a trade. Why do you think that is? Why would a buy above yesterday's high make sense? Any ideas? Why would a buy above yesterday's high make sense? Wouldn't be a flip because the market's already gone up, then gone down, and then it'd be a reverse again. So it's like a triple move. But what can you see about the characteristics of today's candle? What type of candle is it right now? What type of candle is it right now? Yes, Anna, it's a down range right now, but if it broke yesterday's high, it would turn into an outside candle. No, it's definitely not an inside candle today. So right now it's a down range candle and would go into an outside candle because right now, look what's happened. It started the day, it's gone up, it's come down, it's broken yesterday's low. So if it triggers above yesterday's high, then as some of you said, it would be the start and the end of a correction and the start of a new impulse. Now, the start of the correction is only going to be on like a lower time frame. There, and as I told you, look, we did something similar here, which was big move up, consolidation for a bit, then a big move up. Now we're having this consolidation. So if we break this high here, what we're seeing is continuation of the strong trend. Does that make sense, guys? So if you are going to take the buy above yesterday's high, you then probably have to delve down the lower time frames to start being aggressive with stop losses. Um, but I'd be interested in looking for buys again if I could somewhere around here when this candle closes. I just think the bad data is going to spark another rally in the stock market. even if it is a short-term one. I just think it'll put the bulls in favor of, right, the Fed's going to cut rates. That's brilliant for stocks and so forth. Hmm. Look at this. It's popping. And there's potential here on this 15-minute candle, you know. When it closes in 2 minutes, if the next I wouldn't take a momentum entry. If it pops down and comes back towards your original entry, as long as it closes above this high here, yeah, you got 34 points to the swing. So we can easily hit T1. Can easily hit T1 at 20 pips. Oh, we're eating into those 54, 55, 56, 57. Come on, drop down a bit. So if it closes like this, guys, but gives you a little bit of a wick, who's going to be interested in buying NASDAQ again? Darren, you're selling it. I like the sound of it. Um, what are you, about 8 hours ahead? The Wi-Fi is dodgy. Really? I thought it would have been like super fast, or is it just the fact that that many people are using it? Right. Okay, here you go, guys. Setup is now in. Who would take this? Now, look, let's just think. Let's bring in the rules. Let's bring in the playbook. If you've done your profit for the day, then you shouldn't even be looking. 7. Okay, here we go. Again, this is an area where you can apply the what we call dynamic or flexi risk, where you can say, right, okay, we've had a strong move, we've come back to tap the level. If I normally trade at one lot, I'm going to put 25% of my normal risk down here, so 0.25. You can buy 0.25 now. And then let's say as it breaks its own high, you put the put again full 0.75 on. Do I have a now also check your contract size when you're doing anything like this, guys, because the contract size is going to be very dependent on where your account is held. Um, so yeah, if you're going to do 25% of the risk, let's say you trade at one lot, you're going to put 0.25 on pretty much where it is right now. And then if you're going to trade again, I'd put 0.75 above the highs. But like I said, there's a lot of risk to just trading at those kind of ways, you know, because you're basically saying, right, well, I think it's going long. I'm not waiting for any confirmation, but a buy order above here looks really, really good now. So buy stops. If I was going to put a trade in right now, I'd definitely be contemplating that. Buy stops above the current high of the 15-minute candle. Nice big deep wick down. To the next structure point, you've got 38 pips. Yeah, so that looks good, guys. If you're going to do something like that, and then 21,330 is where you've got like extended targets. Yeah, so 20. I put a buy stop above here for sure. I like that. DAX is so look. I'm just going to show you just so you know. Um, there is no trades on my account. So look, this is the NASDAQ. This is the DAX. This is the DAX. Nothing. But if I was to, I like the longs above here. So around 21, according to this broker, you're talking 21,250 as an entry. The metro costs 50p to go from one side of the city to the other. Jesus Christ. Uh, hey Sid, how you doing? How's Jamaica, buddy? All right, we've got. I'm not in it. We have had a buy stop in here that's triggered hit T1. And right now we're looking at potential buys above the current 15-minute high. So if that's, uh, am I wrong to put a buy stop above the previous high to get best price on a flip? The previous high, the bullish candle, I'd just do it on the bearish candle because it's a really deep retracement. That's where I would look, Rob. Above here, so that'd be your new entry because we've already established. That's where if I was going to place the order, it would be here. Um, Powell doesn't comment on near-term economic outlook. Oh, what's this? Uh, okay, so Powell's not talking about economic path. So he's started. Oh yeah, 140. That's probably why we're, Powell can mess up everyone's viewpoints. But let's see if he spins it back round. So if I was missing any sort of opportunity or happy to if I wasn't locked out now in terms of I've hit the daily quota, uh, meaning hit targets, I would definitely place a buy stop above here. So just give me a thumbs up or a yes or a no if you're going to be placing buys above the current 15 candle. Mr. McGee is doing so. Let's just have a quick look, see what's going on with, see if there's any sort of headlines coming out while Powell's speaking. Fed's Powell discusses Monpole framework, doesn't comment on. So April PCE will likely come in around 2.2% year on year. Officials agree that strategic language around both shortfalls of employment and average inflation need to be reconsidered. Framework needs to be robust. Revisions to Fed communication are also being considered. There's nothing to take away here for the markets, at least in the short term. Okay, so he's basically given a proper politician's answer. No answer, just information, but with no direct sort of meaning. Right, let's have a look. There was something else that just popped up there. Okay, Powell anchored inflation expectations critical to all we do. Expect when you inject 5 trillion overnight and expect transitionary inflation, of course. Okay, not really sure what there's much from that headline. Okay, gold's, yeah, let's get up here, guys. Let's get up here. Okay, so that is, remember I put an 87 alert on? So that was for me as a notification that we're in the zone where I'd like to see gold start to either sell off, or if it gets above here, I want to see it close above here, and then we can start to look for continuations. Let's see what's going on with the NASDAQ. Okay, not a lot. Guys, how many of you have got orders above the high? How many of you got orders above here? Gold is rising. Yeah, if we're buying gold, I need to wait for the next alert to go off on my phone or my PC. So Terry's got a buy stop above here. Rob's got a stop above here. Peter Cole's got a buy stop above here. 6 minutes. Well, gap hasn't yet been closed, but look at this. Guys, I mean, I don't really trade this anymore, but this is a classic false break setup. Look at this. There's your resistance level. There's the candle that closes above. Next candle fails to break the highs and then closes back below the level. Next candle wicks up, sell the lows. So anyone that took that should have at least, there was 70 pips up for grabs. 70 pips up for grabs. Now, could we have taken it any better than, let's say, selling here? So once we know it's closed below, to be fair, what time's that? 2 a.m.s. Okay, don't really like any of this. Yeah, I don't think there's. I think the only way in was the daily candle. Yeah, not for me. Right, now I want to see gold reject. I want to see it come down, break this low. If we break these lows, we'll sell the next lower high. Bit of a slow session, guys, but all the movement came this morning, didn't it? London session. It was absolutely perfect. Hard work was done. Now, anything you spot different in the way that this move is here to like previous sort of retracements? Look at the retracement here. Look at this one. Look at this one. What would you say when you look at this move here and then you look at this move? Let me highlight. Where are we? So when you look at this move here and compare it to this one, and then this one here, what would you say is different? Any difference? Can you see any difference in the way that? Yeah, but why? What do you notice about this area, and then this area? Okay, yes. So if you were to look at a market and the way it forms, if you say something trends like this bit, oh, this bit here is called the what, and this bit is called what. What is it, guys? Remember? What's this bit of the trend called? Yeah, impulse and correction. So when we look at the way the markets move, we want to think, right, tell you what, so just trying to, is there, I'm trying, maybe not. I thought there was an eraser. So basically what I was trying to say is, guys, an impulsive move is always a stronger and more momentum, bigger bodies. A corrective move is usually more gradual, smaller bodies and happens. So if we think that this new bit is an impulsive move rather than a corrective move, what do we think that could potentially mean for the current trend? Do you think the current trend is likely to continue, or does it give us a reason to think that maybe the current trend is finished, or what's going to happen? See, when I see something like this to me looks very impulsive. This looks corrective. So if this is impulsive, then I would expect to see a correction next. So if we see impulse first, then correction, I'm gonna guesstimate that this is gonna break. Okay. Now, like I said to you earlier on the session, I'd like to see gold rally up towards 32.50 into this area and then start to look for shorts. So on the hourly, seeing a bullish trend isn't a crazy thing to see. Why? Because if this is going to move, we've got to see it get higher up towards that 32.50 up here. So that means it could do something like this. Yeah, does that make sense, guys? How we can now look at certain candles and characteristics to then sort of foresee where it may go next. Yep. Does that make sense, guys? How we can look at candles and decide impulse correction. Are we about to see maybe a change in trend? Or can you, Aya, Tiff, how are you, darling? Or does that not make sense? Can you see the difference between this correction here, and that correction there? Who can see that? Just if you can see the difference, just say yes. If you can't see the difference, just say no. So there's a lot of people that can't be bothered to type. Okay, so a few of you can see the difference. Nice. Okay, Terry, you can't see the difference. Okay, look, let me just. Right, here, same again there. Right, look where you have impulse. Impulse is like strong moves. So here, this is a very corrective move. But in that correction, look, you have impulse, correction, impulse, correction. Impulse fades, it fades, and then we start to move it again. So then you can see the impulse, the correction, the impulse. Now this correction is so different. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of it. This has come back all the way to the previous high. Very different in nature. So because it's different in nature, it means that we could be about to start to see the start of a shorter term move higher. Meaning we could break these highs and go back to what I discussed earlier on where we're looking to see the market run up to. Okay, so oh, don't want to remove all. So I just need to get rid of. Could have swore there was an eraser. Is there an eraser? I don't want to remove all 19 object tree. Let's just. Oops. Okay, there we go. Rupi, you are indeed a little bit late to the party, but no worries. You've only missed one trade. It was a long on the NASDQ that secured 20 pips. We do have a long setup right now, which is above the 15-minute bearish candle high. So I don't have this trade placed because I've already hit my daily profit target. Um, but orders will be above this bearish candle bearish candle high. Uh, so that is what we're talking 21,245. So 21,245. So that would be where to move your stops to break even. 21,260. 15 pips, you're going to move it to break even. Am I right in thinking your 6K account has now arrived, Rupee? I had a notification. So if you are new to this channel, Rupinder Kaur, she's the latest member to have just had a nice payout, $480 on her instant funded account. Okay, getting close to triggering, guys. So let me know if you've placed it and let me know if you're taking it. So call it 40. What's the high on this one? 48.20, so 49.20. Call it 50. So 50, we're looking at 65 as your break even. Okay, gold's pushing. There we go. Right. Oh, take your pick now, guys. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. 6 minutes. This is Rob McGee, you're in. What you in? What you in, Rob? It's not broken the high. Oh, you're in gold. Okay. So you just had an order above the level. Okay. Remember what I say about what's this NAS one? Okay, so NASDAQ is it's either NAS 100 or NDX. So it's a buy stop above this 15-minute bearish candle low, candle high. Two scalps. Now, depending on broker's TIF, this can come up as NDX, it can come up as NASDAQ, it can come up as what else is there? NASDAQ. It may even just say NASDAQ, NDX, US Tech. It could come up as US Tech. So there's a few options that you could see on your broker. Okay, cool. NAS 100. So we're looking here, entries around 45 and break even around 60. I think we'll see so Rob, go on, how did you use this for entry on gold? You got out when you made 67 quid. Well done on the 67, but I'd be very one thing I look when the market moves so much in a one directional format, I'd be a little bit cautious taking momentum entries after you've done $75 pretty much in a straight line. I'd want to see the market close above there first then have a retracement, and then go. Oh, Nas got close, but no cigar. So one trade, 120 pips. We're waiting for potential above this high. So we will trade 15-minute, 30-minute, hourly. Hi Rajath, how you doing? Lot sizes, we all have fixed lot sizing. Okay, so I would say it comes down to the size of your account. And if you're new to trading, I would use the smallest lot size you can use until you see consistent results. So 5-minute chart, look, you can use it. The only time I'll ever look at a 5-minute chart is it around news times. And I'll look to trade on the back of the news move, not the actual move itself. I'll wait for the move to happen and then look. So right now what we've seen structure here, as you can see. I just mark out the structure. So there's your structure. We've had a candle close above it, which is this one. This one's now been a bearish candle close, and we've got our buy stop above the high of that bearish candle, and we're looking for the market to just run. 15 pips, this line here is just our break even point. As soon as it goes there, we move our stops to break even. 20 pips, I'm scaling half out, and then is 40 pips or dependent on structure. So I hope that helped. So guys, for people that are new in here, on Monday, I'm going to be opening up some spaces for attendance to our 2-day day trading course, June the 28th and June the 29th. It's a Saturday and Sunday. It's open to members first at the minute, so they get first pick. If all the seats go, then they all go. But if you are interested, drop me a message to my email, mark@tradeandtrain.com, where you'll be able to ask me about the details and whatever. If you are interested in coming. Now, like I said, the number of seats that are available right now, it is limited. Members have already taken over half of them, so it will be a first come first serve. Can you put something on social media and I'll post it in mine? Yeah, I can send you something, but I won't be posting in social media until Monday. Yeah, yeah, because I'm just giving members and members' friends first opportunity. So like Liam and Gandav have got a few people that are interested. Um, um, yeah, so you can share it. I'm happy to share uh, um, the image I have, and you can uh, drum up some interest by all means. But yeah, there's like I say, it is a first come first serve. Um, so the, I've just sent you it on WhatsApp, Anna. Um, but yeah, June the 28th, 29th. Mark it in your diaries if you're interested in a 2-day day trading course. Spaces are limited. Right. I can't attend. I'll be in Spain that weekend, but if anyone can attend that is listening here, I'd definitely recommend it. How watching? Oh, thanks, Anna. Yeah, shame you can't be there, but like I say, you've done it once. And these aren't something that I hold all the time. I did one last year, and this is maybe the only one that I'll do this year. Don't like to do loads and loads. So maybe the only one that I'll do this year, but it is the first of 2025. Uh, yeah, we're just waiting now, guys. There's not a lot we can do, and this is oh right. You got the close above on the 15, but it's just gone up. 11 minutes. Mm. So there's a couple of setups that we could do here. One is going to be the breakout. The other one would be the false break, and they both interlink. So you just have to wait now for this candle to close. So you've got to wait 11 minutes, and until that closes, you cannot do anything, guys. Absolutely nothing. Once it close, hopefully next up to the north, potentially, yeah. But if I do the north and like if I do a Leeds Manchester, that won't be for a course. That would just be like a day trading 1 day event. And then all courses, if I do a course, all courses will pretty much always be held in London just for, unless there's a big enough demand for me to do 2 days. It's up north. What's with NASDAQ? Not a lot. Open in 10 minutes. See what it does. Yeah, so the events that I'll do in and around, say, let's say Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, if I do 1 day events there, it's more of like a little bit of an introduction in the morning, followed by a bit of day trading in the afternoon, an introduction to trade and train services, those kind of things. So, like I said, I'll try and get what did I say? Manchester in August, Leeds in September, Newcastle or Birmingham in October and November. So I'll stick around for the open on this one, guys, and then I'm gonna make tracks. I don't mind a couple of members being there. It's predominantly for new people, but I like some members to be there so that it can be transparent and new people can speak to current members and they can ask them what happens, what's it about, rather than just listening to either myself or Nolan or Adam or Lee, where they go, oh, well, obviously we're the best, da da da, where you're going to hear just a very biased point of view. Obviously, we're biased about what we do because it's our baby, it's what we believe in. Um, so I believe that all new traders or new potential members should be able to speak to current members for an honest opinion. 8 minutes, guys, for the open. Yeah, Nas doesn't want to go, but we'll see. See if it spikes low. If it spikes lower on the open, leave the order in, and only cancel it if it like closes down here. TikTok is trending now. Yeah, I do have a TikTok channel, but I've just not been very active on social media. Um, it makes me cringe. I do it, but it makes me cringe. I need to do more. I hate it because I'm not the type of person that is gonna spray the champagne around the places and rent a Lamborghini for the afternoon. If I got one on the drive, then fair enough. But when you go live on YouTube, set up phone. So how would they see the screen? Okay, interesting. That's an idea. But how do they see the screen? Oh, they don't see. So then it'd just be from what, from behind your head, staring at the screen? Hmm. I'll have Rupee, like the idea. I'll have to have a look and see how that would map out. I'll probably have a system crash here. I'm bad enough just using um, OBS and YouTube. Start adding Instagram Live and TikTok Live in here, and I've got a feeling the whole thing could just blow up, and then I'm screwed. Right, five. Yeah, you could set up phones so a glimpse could be shown, but encouraged to go. Okay, look at this. Okay, you guys, love it. More creative ideas in 2 minutes from Rupee and Tiff than I've had in 7 years. 3.5 minutes, guys, for the open. 3.5 minutes. So we've got buy stops. Well, like I said, I don't have buy stops because I've done for the day now, but some of us have buy stops above this 15-minute candle. Now, what can you tell me about the last two 15-minute candles at present? What can you tell me about them? Okay, Rupee. Now I see your point. Okay. Look at this. These YouTube sessions are turning into marketing lessons for me. Love it. Uh, 2.5 minutes, guys. 2.5 minutes. See what's happening with golf. Well, we've been away. Now, look, if you remember, guys, we're not doing anything on the DAX yet. Only thing we're interested in the DAX is buys above 23,650. Alerts are set. So I don't need to look at the chart. We'll come back at it when we need to. All right. Who's ready for the NASDAQ rocket? It's coming. I told you live on air the NASDAQ rocket is coming. 1 minute or 1 minute 6 seconds. There are correlations, yes. They've been out of sync. So the standard correlation would be a risk. Well, one is standard correlation would be risk on. So as indexes go up, gold goes down. Um, Another one, the inverted correlation of that is dollar goes down, indexes go up, and gold goes up. So they can be positively and negatively correlated. Just obviously depends on current market conditions at the time. Uh, so when you see people running to safe havens, then indexes will drop and gold will go up, yen will go up, Swiss franc will go up, those kind of things. So you're always having to have a look, see what the market climate is. So what's driving the market? Okay, so here we go. See where we see if your 15-minute traders are going to get triggered. Are we going to spike higher or are we going to spike lower? What's the thing? Does anyone have the link for magic keys? Uh, yeah, I can. So let's see if it drops, attracts those buyers, and then spikes up. Thoughts on gold M30 flip? What they say? Uh, M30 flip to fill the wick of the last candle. Let's have a look. See what's. Not for me, Chris. I would sit tight. We're looking for longs. I want to see candle closure above here. If anything, I'm thinking gold, NASDQ longs. But getting ready to trigger, guys. NASDAQ rockets incoming. And there you go. Let's see. Where's the 65? So got about 10 pips to go. And moving really, really well. Here it comes. Anyone oh, didn't quite get there. Missed break even by about a point and a half. I think we'll get there though. Let's see. It's getting close. And we go. Oh, little pullback there. So I think if you've got your stops down here now, you need to bring. Oh, damn it! What happened there? I'd be looking at bringing your stops up underneath this candle low now. So right up underneath here. We got 5, 6 minutes, not 5, 11 minutes for the 15 to close. But I think this first 5 minute candle is probably going to set the tone. We shall see. As long as it stays up here, I think you're going to go on to hit your TPs. But who's in the trade? Rob is, Terry is. It's looking good. Very close to break even, guys. Did, did you get break even there, guys? Did it get 15 pips? I think looking at this data, it got 15 pips. My broker data was a little bit different, but uh, so where are we, guys? Uh, yeah, break even for Anna. Let me know if you get to T. Let me know if you hit your T1, guys. Let me know if you get T1 or stopped at break even. Out at break even. Yeah. Got the 15 and out. Still playing with magic keys. Yeah. The joys. Always learning. Okay, so 2 trades in this live stream for members. We hit 120 pips on the NASDAQ and we hit a break even on the NASDAQ after getting 15 pips up. Gold looks like might be rejecting that level, but we'll see. I'd want to see a pullback before I do anything with gold. Fifth DAX traders. I think it's time to just sit on the sidelines and wait for a bit more clarity now. Okay, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to call it a day now. I've got to go and grab a bit of food, and then I've got a couple of sessions to jump on. So well done, everyone. 2 trades, 1 win, 1 break even. Nice, nice afternoon session. Take care. See you tomorrow. Terry, 2% for the day. Well done, buddy. That's what I like to hear. See you, Tiff. See you, Andrew. Thanks, Rob. Cheers, Anna, Rupinder. Who have I missed? Rejath, Peter Cole, Peter Armand, Sid, Darren. Yeah, everyone, take care, guys. I still think Nasdaq's a flyer, but we'll see. Take care. Bye bye.